Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Animal Paradise. Um, I'm here this morning to share um, some points with us on goat farming. Um, I want to share some things that I came to understand in goat farming. I'm going to share some of them, and I may not share all of them because it is said that experience is the best teacher, but experience is a process of time. You continue to learn as you are doing things. There are things you will be learning. Um, Theoretical knowledge is different from practical knowledge, and theoretical knowledge has a lot of influences that are militating against it. And when you read knowledge from books, sometimes those knowledge may not be as practical as at the way you read it. Yes, as at the way you read it. Take for instance, I'm going to share this. I'm talking about our experience in goat farming, my own experience in goat farming. If you pick a bottle of ivermectin, the instruction or the dosage will tell you that 1 ml for a 50 kg body weight of an animal. Sometimes you'll be tempted. If you use 1 ml for a 15 kg Nigerian dwarf, you will not get results. And 1 ml is for babies. But that's theoretical knowledge. You just pick the bottle up and you just say, okay, and dosage and administration. You just read dosage and administration. They'll tell you 1 ml for 50 kg body weight. It will not work in an adult animal, in an adult goat. In an adult goat, it will not work. But it is through experience you will learn that. Through experience that you learn that. So there are many things that practical experience help us to know that the theoretical experience doesn't show us. The same thing with building the pen, building of your goat pen. Though I'm going to get there in one of the points I have in my outline. When building the pen, you're reading about pen theoretically, you will be hearing things like ventilation. If you practice the means of ventilation in your pen when you are in a wet region, you'll be having mortalities in your animals early in the morning. You open your goat pen, you meet a dead goat in the morning. And so there are big differences, or vertical difference. They are on two different lines between practical and theoretical. I'm saying this to say what I want to say. Theoretically, you will read and have ideas, but in the process of practicing that ideas or those ideas, you're gonna be very smart and intelligent to decode the particular program or code that will work for your farm. You got to decode it, and you got to know, okay, when you read the theory, then when you're practicalizing it, you'll be observing your animals, how they are adjusting, how they are getting adjusting to the theories you read. Then to the theories you read, then you'll not be forming your own practical. You'll be forming your own practical. There are a lot of things people say. Some persons up to today do not know the reason why we give drugs to goats. They feel that somebody actually told me practically that goats used to eat grass, and grasses are their herbs, that those herbs does not make them sick. So there's no reason for give them drugs. Goat not they take medicine, which is not true. Are you seeing it? So as you are practicing the theories, be learning the uniqueness of your farm and systematically adjusting to the way you will get results in your farm. Point number one, An apprentice goat farmer cannot become a successful goat farmer. I'm sharing things I've learned over the years. An apprentice goat farmer cannot become a successful goat farmer. Success needs time or takes time. You can't start a goat farm in 1 year and become successful in 1 year. You may not even be successful in 2 years, in 3 years. And most of the people who show you results of success in less than 3 years, you will see that it's money they use in getting that success. Money. They keep increasing the numbers by purchase of more animals. That's how they got to, maybe they tell you, when I started with 40. 3 years after, I'm having so and so number now. They were buying more. If you are an apprentice goat farmer, you will not get that result at the beginning. Me, I'm an experienced goat farmer. It's different. So if you've not been doing goat farming, you have love for goat farming, you have love for animals, you just come into goat farming. Don't expect to get successful in a short time. We can tell you the numbers that, okay, one goat gives birth to 4 babies in a year, if that's not the first time, or maybe 3 babies or 4 babies in a year. Yeah, we'll tell you that. But it is only the professional goat farmers that will be able to ensure that the 4 babies survive. And the professional goat farmer will also ensure the 4 babies survive by experience and only maybe 90% possibility. The experienced goat farmer still have mortality. Are you seeing it? So when you come into it, the experienced goat farmer has already learned how to swiftly move with the weather. Somebody like me now, I have a mobile app in my phone. That mobile app tells me when it wants to rain in my farm area. So I will call my boys and tell them, look, as you lock the goats for inside house on fire today, they're like, the rain not the fall. I said, don't worry, rain go fall from 7 o'clock in the evening. Rain go fall, because that app has already told me that it's going to rain in that location at so and so time. So I know those boys may not come out in the night when rain is falling to go on the fire. So I just tell them, immediately you chase them in on the fire. There are times we used to on fire many years ago. You on fire at 7 o'clock, the fire will off 9 o'clock. The goat will stay inside cold till daybreak. Through experience, we now know how to prepare an on fire that will last from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. even throughout the whole day. At a point, we don't off the fire anymore. We cut logs, round log, a tree. We fell a tree. The motorsaw operator will cut them like 2 feet. After cutting them 2 feet, the big thing becomes a round log. We fall it down at the top. You use a motorsaw to do a cross on it, or a T, a cross at the center, a cross or a plus sign or a plus sign. He will cut it few meters deep. So the straight line and there's a vertical line at the center. So it's like a cross on the log. So what we do, where the 2 lines meet, there's a small hole there. We will set fire inside that hole. When we set fire inside that hole, that log will catch. After catching, it will be burning and producing heat inside the pen. So as long as that thing is burning, it will last till daybreak. And sometimes there's a bigger log that will last for sometimes 2 days. From night till daybreak till the other day, the fire will be burning, the log will be burning. You'll be seeing this small smoke coming out from the log, emitting heat in the farm. We learned that by experience. But sometimes mistakenly, I will tell you, set fire in your farm. I may not go into details or remember to go into details of how we set lasting fire in our own farm. I will say set fire, set fire, set fire. And then some people will gather some sticks together and put it together and set fire like somebody that want to cook. If you set that fire that somebody that want to cook, all of them will burn 2-3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and the whole wood will be separated, smoking, and later the flame may go out. And then sometimes you see that fire you set in the evening may not last the morning. All these are experiences that gives the experienced goat farmer more edge. More edge. So that's why I say an apprentice goat farmer may not be as successful as a professional. Professional means number of days, and that's my point one. The longer you stay, the more successful you get. The longer you stay in goat farming, the more successful you get. And then some people start goat farming thinking that it is just the way it is in theory, that if you get 50 goats today, the 50 goats will become first time they will give birth to 1-1, second time they will give birth to 2-2, at the end you have 200 goats in 1 year. It doesn't work that way, and that is the calculation. But for that calculation to come to materialization, you got to have experience on how to take care of baby goats. The baby goats and the mother goats should not sleep in the same place. Where the goat was sleeping when it was pregnant is okay, but once you give birth to baby, you must relocate those baby to another area, which is the kids pen. Kids pen has its own build and its own makeup. The place must be warm. Like we human beings, we give birth to babies, even though the mother is sleeping on her bed and the baby is also sleeping on the mother's bed. But you will see, we will wear the baby pampers, we will wear its short knicker, we will wear its shirt. We will not use, we will put cap on his head. I will not use cloth, shawl, baby shawl. Yeah, that's the name I was looking for. We will use baby shawl to wrap the baby and put the baby inside the same bed with the mother, but the baby is inside clothes. We wrap it up to keep heat. Then if the mother was someone that was using fan before he gave birth, he cannot use direct fan anymore. He can't put fan to the bed because the baby is on the bed. He cannot put fan and face it to another direction just to influence the temperature of the room. He can on fan in the room, but he will face it to another direction. He won't face it to where the baby is. That's the same way with goats. If you're starting goat farming today, don't expect to be 100% successful today. Irrespective of who is your mentor, irrespective of even though I am your mentor, you cannot be as successful as someone who has been there. So you just got to know that someone in primary 6 can read sentences. Someone in primary 1 is still learning the ABC. So you got to be patient to learn the ABC, especially for many farmers who are not available on ground. One of the major reasons why we have success, or we have expected result, a high percentage of expected results in goat farming, is because we are on ground. I'm the manager of my farm. I'm the CEO, I'm the manager, I'm the worker of my farm. So nobody is manager. I'm the manager. I'm the director of my farm. I'm the one who tells everybody what to do at when to do it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to them. Yes. And then I monitor. There is camera in the pen. There is camera in the feed. There is camera facing the worker's house. It's only inside their room because of privacy that I didn't put camera. They need their privacy. I cannot invade their privacy. That's where the camera is not. And do you know there is a camera facing the worker's house? And do you know that there are some workers I have had, you'll be shouting on the camera, calling them on the camera. They will hear you, they will not answer. They will not answer. Their phone will be ringing. The farm phone will be ringing by their side. They will not answer. You will call on camera, they will not answer. The door is open. The slippers is there, so somebody is inside that room. He's not answering the call. He's not answering the camera. Those are some of the negativities. But in such a case, from my house to my farm is approximately 2 hours, because I don't drive. I don't speed. I don't speed. To be frank and sincere, I have not exceeded 80 in my car. I have not exceeded 80 in my car, even irrespective of where I'm traveling to. I like cruising. I like just driving slow, just be going. I have a philosophy. I'll get there when I get there. I'll just get there when I get there. So if I have that situation, I enter my vehicle, just start it, I start moving to my farm to go and fix what the guy who didn't come out from the room to fix. I go and fix it. I may get there 2 hours. Commercial vehicles used to run that road, I think 40 minutes. From Testament Junction to Igboba's Ward, they used to run the 40 minutes. But me, sometimes 1 hour, 30 minutes, I'm still on the road going. Every vehicle will be passing me on the road. We are not going to the same place. I'm not working for you, you're not working for me. So why will I be running with you? Why will I be on a competition with you? So I've not exceeded 80. If I fire my vehicle, it's getting to 80, I clutch down, it's going. Small. I'll get to where I'm going to. That's how I've been driving for years. I'll go to the farm, I fix what I want to fix. That will help me, will increase my success percentage, because I'm able to reach out to there. We increase it. But if you are in America and you call your worker in Nigeria and he did not answer, you can't do that in I did. You can't do that in I did. And then most of the workers do not know how to read the body condition, the health condition of the animals. They don't know how to read it. But me, I know how to read it. Sometimes I go to my farm once a week, but sometimes I can go there today and return today. Sometimes I can go there and spend 5 days physically attending to my animals, not the workers, to my animals. I give them this, give them that, give them this, give them that. I see that, okay, their feed is like this. I go and source out for some feed. Those days, I source out for some feed. But right now, we blend and make feed. I'll get to that point. So, an apprentice farmer may not get as successful as an old timer. That's one. And I've said it in many of the videos. The way we rear goats is not the way we farm goats. Rearing goats is the one we do in the villages. It's different from goat farming. It's very different. I have taken time to observe, and this video is based on my personal observation, not theoretical knowledge. My personal practical experience. That's why I'm going to title it "The Things We Have Come to Understand Over the Years in Goat Farming." There are many things we have come to understand, and one of the things is that it takes time to be successful in goat farming. You cannot have a 2-year-old goat farming. In fact, if you buy one goat to your farm, it takes 18 months for that goat to totally acclimatize. It takes 18 months for the goat to acclimatize. If you bring it from another place to your farm, it will take 18 months for that goat, every of its system, to get used to that farm and begin to see that farm as its own house. 18 months. And sometimes the Sahelian is even more than 18 months, except that if they born him there, they born him in your farm. That's when it will acclimatize easily. And then if you have some other goats that is copying, we adjust easily. If you just bring them, maybe like 50 Sahel, and introduce them to a new farm, it's going to be difficult for them to feel at home. But the Nigerian dwarf will 100% feel at home in 18 months. That place is his house. He will challenge you now. He will challenge you now. He will no longer run the way he used to run. He will now be approaching you. By the time you come in with food, it will be approaching you, getting close to drag the bag of feed from your hand. Because he sees it's right now. Then the other animals will be copying along. I seen it. So be patient. Don't run into goat farming and run out. Be patient. Every success you have in goat farming is achieved by the blood of goats. Every success you have in goat farming is achieved by the blood of goats. Every principle, every philosophy, every practice we practice, we learned them by the blood of goats. Now goat die, now we tell learn them. na goat die then we take learn am. Now that I'm consciously emphasizing that you should build your pen with brick, build it like a hall, and the baby pen, if you have money, put ceiling in all the pen. If you don't have money, put ceiling in the baby pen. Na goat die wey we take learn am in southern Nigeria. Na goat, many goat have died by cold till we now sat down. I said, what is happening? Why are these goats dying? Their health condition was okay. Yesterday they were okay. They will sleep, and the next morning you will meet them dead. Then we'll now begin to observe that they are struggling with cold in the night in southern Nigeria. And if God so help you, you visit your goat pen by 2 a.m. and maybe something distracts you inside that goat pen and you stay there till 4 a.m. you will learn a big lesson. You will know that from 7 o'clock in the evening down till 12 o'clock, the temperature is okay. But from around 2 o'clock till around 4 o'clock, everywhere is cold. Everywhere is cold inside that pen, especially those pens that we claim should have ventilation. Everywhere is cold. That cold is what is murdering them. Before I put camera inside my pen, I spend some time in my pen. There are sometimes, if you are in the house, you'll be hearing noise inside that place. What's going on? You will not go there and think it's snake that is disturbing them. You will go there, you on torchlight, you look everywhere around, because they are not feeding, they should not be fighting. Nobody's on heat, they should not be fighting. They are all pregnant, they should not be fighting. But sometimes you hear some noise. You go there, you watch around, maybe snake is the one that's threatening them. Sometimes you go back, and after some time you hear that noise again, you see, go back there with torchlight. Sometimes it's okay. If na snake, you carry cutlass, maybe you and your boys. More sit down small, more watch. You will not stay there for like 1 hour 30 minutes, relaxing. Then you will not know how that you were inside your room with boxers, short knicker, and then you came outside and came to their pen. And after spending some hours in that pen, you will see that that place is freezing. It's freezing. The kind of cold that is freezing, because you are in the forest. There is no other house emitting heat. There is no heat from anywhere, and all the dew, that thing that falls in the night, all the dew, they gather up, and the grasses suck them out inside the forest. All the cold is inside the pen. Then you will now learn that you have to influence that cold to become warm. But those farmers who have not experienced their pen between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the middle of the night, they don't understand. They'll say the goat need ventilation. Even you as a human being, there are sometimes you wear shirt and trouser and sleep. Some other times you will need wrapper to cover. There are sometimes you will be on a fan without shirt. There are sometimes you will off the fan and wear shirt and still cover. What's happening? The temperature is changing. You are adjusting. The same temperature that is changing where you are is changing where those goats are. There is no adjustment. There got to be adjustment. You got to adjust it. All these are things we learn from experience. So as a beginner farmer, a young farmer, a new farmer, don't run into goat farming and run out. You can spend millions of naira at the beginning. If you run out, you will lose the money. If you stay more, you will begin to see improvements. You will see improvement in the success. Somebody say, we've spent millions of naira in this goat farming and we're having mortality. This business is not a good business. No. It's a good business. It's a good business. You got to dot the I's and cross the T's. There are a few major factors that determines your success. I'm going to talk about them today. Your pen. your pen, your feeding, and then your swiftness in understanding the breed. I have Kalahari, I have Sokoto Red, I have Sahel, I have Nigerian Dwarf in my farm. They are not all the same, but they are all lucrative. You make money from all of them, but they are not all the same. I will talk about that in one of the points. They are not all the same. If you approach, some people will tell you that the Sokoto Red does not do well in southern Nigeria because they are approaching the taking care of the management of the Sokoto Red the way they are managing Nigerian Dwarf. The Nigerian Dwarf is a unique animal on its own. It just have its own features, which is different from all the other animals. His features are different. Maybe I will highlight it somewhere when I get in. So you gotta be swift in the management of the breed. That's what will help you in success. And you have to also be swift in the management of the kid goats. The kid goats. It is easily said that one of the reasons why we decide to be getting exotic breed to cross our local animals, we say that the exotic breed grow faster and they grow bigger. That statement is conditional. Is conditional. There is what is called stunted growth in animals. If you don't follow the condition of managing the exotic breed, they will not grow fast. They won't grow fast. They'll be stunted. The same thing with the Nigerian Dwarf. I research on that, or I practice that in local chicken. Do you know that if you are feeding local chicken, those local chicken, if you are feeding them with the feed you are using to feed broiler, they will be a little bit bulky and bigger. Those are our local Nigerian chicken. It's because you leave them to go and be hustling for their food. That's why they are small. If you are feeding them every day with the pelleted feed that you are feeding broilers with, those guys will gain weight. The same thing with Nigerian goats. We say Nigerian goat take 2 years, 3 years for them to get bigger. It's a big lie. When you subject them to feeding of elephant grass and unregulated nutrition, and you just gather anything and give them. Those days we were feeding our animals with cassava peels. The wheat brachiaria in the feed, we will pour cassava peels for them. It was helping us that time, but over the years, when we started making pellets, getting cassava peels, mixing it with brewery waste, mixing it with wheat offal, and then wheat offal has two types, the fake one and the real one. The fake one, sometimes they comes in white bags, and then I think they are produced in the region of maybe like Delta State region. That's where that one comes from. I call it fake because if you expose it out for your goats will not eat it. They will smell it and move away. Peradventure, the wheat is a hybrid wheat, all those GMO wheat that they are using to produce that wheat offal. The goat will not eat it. And we call it a wheat offal white bag. The wheat offal black bag. Black bag comes from Lagos region. I don't know, maybe Apapa side. Apapa, that's where the black bag comes from. If you open that black bag wheat offal, maybe you take some and give it to your goat direct, they will eat it and rush it. You see them eating it and rushing it. But if you expose the white bag to them, they don't eat it. They will smell it, they don't eat it. The one that comes in white bag, I think on that bag they wrote a Delta State. On the black bag they wrote Apapa Lagos State. Apapa Lagos State. That's wheat offal. If you use the wheat offal to still make feed, the consumption percentage for the animals will be less. They will not. Goats eat voraciously. Goats, they eat voraciously. They fight for their food. They eat because of the jealousy spirit that is in them. They think that other goats are eating better than they eat. They go to that side, they eat. They go to that side, they eat. So they eat voraciously. But if you use the white bag wheat offal to make feed, and the wheat offal is high, maybe you want to increase the protein percentage is high, the consumption percentage will be low. But if you use the white bag, that wheat offal that come from Apapa region, Apapa Lagos State, you will see how they will be eating it. Even raw, they eat it. When we started making feed, PKC, GMC, put some other things, limestone, so many other things we mix together, and then we make the feed. You see that even our baby goats, baby Nigerian dwarf goats, they are growing faster. The 3 months, we check their 3 months record from the day when they were born to 3 months, they are bigger than how they used to be. They are bigger. They are bigger. Are you seeing it? So, some of those philosophies may not be true. And do you also know that when you import the exotic breed from South Africa, the Kalaharis and the Boas, when you import them from South Africa, they look bulky, they look fine, they look robust. If they stay more years in Nigeria, that bulkiness is not there, because the quality of feed they are eating, where they are coming from, it's not the quality of feed we have here in Nigeria. It's not the quality of feed. If you are not feeding them based on their genetic desire, the desire of their genetics on feed, you will not get result on them. Each breed has their own feeding need. They have their feeding need. The Nigerian dwarf does not eat much, but he has fats. He's like a big man, a man that is very rich, a rich man who has money. When a rich man has money, he can eat 2 slices of bread and 1 teacup, teacup, small teacup of tea. He will just put Nescafe, add small sugar, 1 cube of sugar, add milk, stir it around, take 2 slices of bread with that as breakfast. Because he has money in his account, he has peace of mind. He will be fat with that 2 slices. He will be fat. He will be very fat. He eat less and gain weight, and because he has a peace of mind. That's how the Nigerian dwarfs are. And then you see a poor man that eats 20 slices of bread with butter, 20 slices of bread with butter, and drink 1 2-liter cup of tea. Because after eating that large amount of food, he is bothered in his mind. Where will the next meal come from? Where will the next money come from? He is disturbed in his mind. He will not have time to be fat. He won't have time. That's how the Nigerian dwarf, that's how they are. Like the big man. They pick small. They move the pig small. They get bigger. They get fatter. It's their gene. The Sokoto Red, the Sahel, and the Kalahari, they eat much. They focus on eating. They eat much. They will stay in one place and be eating. If you leave them where they are eating, and you say, okay, my phone is ringing, let me quickly go and get my phone, and you get your phone and you make call for 5 minutes on the phone, you come back to where they are, you will meet them there. But the Nigerian dwarf, you will not meet him there. He is always just moving. You just eat. He will leave many things there. He will move. But the Sokoto Red will get there and eat it. He will eat it down. The Sahelian will get there and eat it down. The same place. The Kalahari also will eat it down. The same place. That is the secret why many people don't like the Sokoto Red, the Sahel. People in southern Nigeria actually believe that those Sokoto Red and those Sahelian, they are not good animals. That if you get them, they'll be dying. Yes, because they are feeding them the way they are feeding the Nigerian dwarf. They are feeding them the way they are feeding the Nigerian dwarf. And that feeding of the Nigerian dwarf pattern is too small for the Sokoto Red and the Sahel. They need to eat more. I think I'm going to share this secret now. The way to know you have fed your animals well is for you to give them the feed they like to eat, and they will eat it and have leftovers. Like the feed they like to eat, they will eat it, they will have leftovers. Then you know you have fed them well. And then the formula for feeding, I've shared it before, I'm sharing it again. If you are feeding your animals on zero grazing, their feeding trough should not be empty with feed that they like to eat. There should always be feed there. They don't feed goats morning, afternoon, evening. That feed will always be inside their feeding trough, because they eat, they go and digest, they come back and eat, they go and digest, they come back and eat. If you don't feed the Sahelian like that, they will die. And they will be showing nutrition deficiency. This is one of the points I'm having here. Nutrition deficiency. They'll be showing nutrition deficiency. And sometimes they may not be able to stand up. Sometimes their hair will not be having circle on their body. And then if you shine torchlight in their body in the night, you'll be seeing a kind of a draft map on their body, because they are not feeding well. Are you seeing it? So you must let the animals feed well. Each of the breed have their feeding demand. There is what they demand. We say that the Kalahari, he has high conversion rates. He eats and gets fat. He eats and gets fat. You have to provide what he will eat. Even though he have a high appetite, if you don't give him large quantity of feed, you will not get that fatness, that bigness you want to get in the F1s. You will not get it. Even the more the 100%, they will be looking lanky. Somebody sent me a video of his Kalahari last time. He sent me the video. I look at it, the Kalahari was like a Sokoto red. I said, how do the Kalahari have hole in the stomach at the back by the waist? That's what Sokoto red do when they don't eat well. Because they are feeding their Kalahari with elephant grass. They are feeding their Kalahari with elephant grass. They just bought the Kalahari. He leave them to go and be eating the way cows are eating. All those cows that are eating unregulated feed everywhere. And so his goats, his sheep, all of them, they are eating unregulated feed. And the Kalahari also is eating unregulated feed. One day you see that the animal will just die. You say, what kill it? Nothing. What kill it? Is lack of quality feed. Lack of quality feed. Your animals must be given quality feed based on their feed demand. The Sahel is a very big animal. Sahel used to be bigger, taller than the Kalaharis. Out of all the breeds, they are the one that we highest. Their height is higher. That high height is as a result of large quantity of quality feed. If they are not eating quality feed, they need more nutrition. That's why you see that a high percentage of them that die, they die as a result of they are not able to stand up. They cannot. When they fall, you help them to stand up. It's because their nutrition is reducing. Their nutrition is reducing. They may be eating with normal goats. Their nutrition is reducing. And please, if you are a goat farmer, don't plan to feed your animals with elephant grass. Elephant grass is not a quality nutrition goat feed. It's a poison to goats. Don't feed them with it. They'll just be eating and surviving. The day small sickness, even cold, enter their body, they don't have anything to fight that sickness. That's why you must feed animals with quality feed. The feed will ensure that they have nutrition. My goat is not standing up. It's potassium and calcium deficiency. Some baby goats used to have blood, big stomach. Their stomach will be big. Before you know, they'll just die off. That thing kills a lot of baby goats because the farm may be lacking magnesium. The mothers are passing along, but the baby goats, they are not able to pass along with the magnesium deficiency. Before you know, they'll just have blood and off they are dead. They'll just be looking one kind. Before you know, the next day they are dead. And so we must ensure that we feed our goats with nutrition feed. Don't let them lack calcium. Don't let them lack potassium. Don't let them lack magnesium. Don't let them lack phosphorus. Don't let them lack all those nutrition minerals. Those minerals. Don't let them lack it. There are many ways to make it available. You can make it available in quality feed. You can make it available in supplemented form. And you can supplement. Get original mineral block. Get salt lick. Original ones that have those things in it. You know they have it in it, not on the label of the carton. They can have it on the label of the carton and they are not having it in the product. And if you cannot get that, get supplements. And there are supplemented ways of making those things available. Sometimes you can get it in multivitamins. There are vitamins you can be adding to their drinking water that have all these minerals. It's in vitamins. You add it to their drinking water, they drink it, they get it. There are some other ways you can. We are talking about what we have experienced over the years. Like we here in Animal Paradise, we have a bucket, a big bucket. That bucket at the beginning, we will grind Epsom salt. Epsom salt is sold in Human Chemist. We will grind it. We will mix it with kitchen salt. Kitchen salt. We will mix it high quantity and put it in a 20-liter bucket and cover it. Anytime you give them water, you will dip your hand in it and put in the basin. That basin of drinking water is about 20 liters. You will dip one hand and pinch whatever your whole palm is able to carry and drop it inside that drinking water basin. Turn water in it. We have like 3 basins like that. You do it. So the first time they give them water in the morning, they must put that, and all that water will be finished by the goats. That's what we're doing at the beginning. Later on, we now learned that there is a multivitamin powder that has many of those things I mentioned, many of them. So I buy that multivitamin powder, I mix it up with that same thing, mix it with salt, with Epsom salt. Epsom salt, I think one is 200 naira in Nigeria. You can buy as many as 10,000 naira. Many pieces, you have it in the house. You mix them inside that bucket. Now we are turn that multivitamin also inside the bucket and mix it up. They are there. So instead of putting that multivitamin powder inside their drinking water direct, we mix it up in this our own mix, and you get a palm every day and put there, and they drink. And once a week, we have a liquid multivitamin. We shake it and put 3 ml in 10 liters of water. 3 ml in 10 liters. So if you're having a 20-liter basin, you're going to put 6 ml inside each of the basins that they're using, each of their drinking trough. There is a big black basin we're using for their drinking trough. We put those things once in a week in it, and they drink. And all these things enter into their body. And then recently, we are now making pellets. I regretted why I have not been making pellets from the beginning. I didn't know. Those pellets we make now is regulated feeding. You will determine how fat you want your animal to be as at when you feed them with pellets that are made with quality ingredients. If you start on Monday, by the next Monday, you will see how big the goat will be. Especially those baby goats. When we say Nigerian dwarf goats, they take time to get big. 3 months old baby goat will be big because it's feeding on pellets. As he's sucking the mother's breast, you allow small pellets. They'll be grinding. Before they are 1 month, 2 months, they are eating it voraciously now. They are eating it very well now. They are big. The thing is adding to their body weights. And based on research, you will get to understand that many of these things we are using to make pellets now is pig farmers that were buying those things to feed their pig. That's why pigs are big. You see pig, they get fat. We know it's their genetics to get fat, but that feed supplies their subcutaneous fat. It make them big. Brewery waste, so many other things. Lysine, methionine, that you see pig farmers mixing all those things and feeding their pig every day. And you see pig will be getting bigger, and then we who make our goats vegetarians goat eat vegetable, we say the goats are not the goats. The goat takes time to be big. When we started making pellets, we now saw that goats do get big on time, even though they may not get big as the F1s, as the full blood of the exotic, and as the pigs, but they get bigger than when they are fed 100% on grass, any kind of grass. And we have a bracharia, the way sand fill the earth, we have bracharia. But when they start feeding on pellets, you notice a difference. There is a big difference, a short time growth, a short time fatness. And when you continue consistently, you see the fatness also continue. And then you now see how a goat becomes a bag of meat. The goat will become a bag of meat. Bag, they'll be going. You'll be seeing meat because of quality feed. This is Animal Paradise. I'm here sharing experiences on what we've come to learn over the years. Number one, you need more time as a goat farmer, minimum 3 years, before you can choose whether to continue or to go out. But I'm sure by 3 years, you will want to continue. That's point number one. Point number two, the region you live has 80% effect or even 90% effect on your goat farming. The region you live. If you're living in southern Nigeria where we have rain 10 months of the year, the weather will be affecting your animals. Where goats don't like cold, they don't like rain, they don't like cold. That's why you see most of the people who are who do commercial ruminant farming, like cattle, goats, sheep, they are always not dry regions of even Africa. Dry regions. You see all the in Nigeria, you see all the northerners. They are the ones that that supplies the cows, the ram, the sheep, the Sokoto red goat. You see Mali, you see Niger, you see all those regions that are experts in ruminants. They are dry. They are dry regions. They have more dry seasons. Some of them have close to 9 months of dry season. And that dry season, that heat, it helps them. And at this point, I want to say that we in southern Nigeria, we are the ones that is crazy about vaccinating our goats with PPR. We used to vaccinate our goats, we used to hammer it because our region is wet. And wet regions used to make PPR more strong in the animals. People in the north, they are not so crazy about PPR. And you can see one man in the north will have more than 500 animals. He has not vaccinated them. And they are not having issues because the hotness of the sun will burn the virus. The way sun they hot for north, the virus itself cannot survive there. And it can't survive there. Everywhere is hot. But we in the south, everywhere is cold. The virus, like a cold region, it will be doing well and be forming boss over the goats. That's why we vaccinate. And if you're in southern Nigeria, please, you must vaccinate. Vaccinate your animals. The book says that you vaccinate your animals once in a year. But we in Animal Paradise, we vaccinate our animals every 6 months. PPR, POS, Ultra Choice 7, whatsoever you're able to lay your hands on that is for goats, whether in and outside Nigeria, vaccinate your animals with it. If you're able to lay your hands on it, if it's a goat vaccine, vaccinate them. We do 6 months. That's why I started my topic with difference between theory and practical. The theory said that we should vaccinate every 6 months, every 1 year. But we came to understand that if you vaccinate goats in January, by August, many of those goats will be coughing. Many of them will be coughing. Some will be having catarrh and wet nose. In the morning, you wake up, you see their nose will be wet. In the morning. They are all the sign that the PPRO has expired. If you don't attend to it fast, you will end up losing 1 or 2 goats to PPRO, even though you vaccinated in January. And before October, you will now see that 1 or 2 goats have died of PPRO symptoms. And he was coughing last time. And then later, he was having catarrh. Before you know it, he will shit diarrhea. And he will die. So that's why we do 6 months. And then, I think I've had a farmer who says that he does less than 6 months. He said that if he buys some animals and he vaccinate them, if he open another vaccine again, maybe like 3 months to vaccinate new animals, the remaining ones he will use to vaccinate the old ones. That is his practice. It is his practice. Remember, I said the uniqueness of every farm. Every farm has its uniqueness. That is his own practice. And his animals are not dying. They are getting stronger and stronger. So, practice is different from theory. The practical is different from theory. Theory tells you 12 months. his own, he do his regularly. He say if it's 3 months, 4 months, he will just still get free vaccine to vaccinate maybe 5, 6 new goats. He will use the remaining 100%, 100 dose on the other animals. He give them instead of throwing it away. His animals are not dying; they are doing well. Are you seeing it? All these are the experiences that make the experienced farmer successful, while the apprentice farmer is still learning the ropes. He's still learning the ropes. Apprentice farmer will vaccinate his own January and wait till next January. A successful farmer vaccinate January and maybe April vaccinate again, maybe July vaccinate again. You see, at the end, the booster shot will make his animal more strong. Are you seeing it? Those are practical experiences. This is Animal Paradise. Stay long in goat farming. You will see the progress. The weather of where you have your farm will influence your farm. People in southern Nigeria who have their farms in the city, some have their farms in their backyard, they fence their compound. Their baby goat may be staying in a place that does not have ceiling, but because other houses are emitting heat and sharing the cold, their baby goats may not be dying. But you who have your farm in a secluded place, if you open your pen and don't put ceiling for your baby pen, ceiling, that's that thing you put your ceiling fan on. After doing your roofing, there's another white board, ceiling board, that you put your ceiling fan on. That thing keeps it keeps cold out. It doesn't let cold pass through in between the block and the roof into the pen. So it keeps that cold out. And then you lock the door, lock the window. Inside the pen will be warm for the babies. You can set fire if you see the cold is. If they see cold, put fire for them to get heat. So the weather of the region you live has like 80% effect on your goat farming. And then I said it before, I'm saying it again. If you are doing goat farming, don't follow the pattern of people who are far away from you. If you are doing goat farming in Nigeria and you are following the patterns of the people in southern Nigeria and you are following the patterns of people in northern Nigeria, you may be having mortality. Someone told me recently that goat farm, all the farms you see on social media, that they use wood to build it, they just build it like a cage, the goats are inside. That can work in Uganda. That can work in all those regions around that area. They have maybe 9 months of dry season or many months of dry season, while you in southern Nigeria, Ogun State, Lagos State, Osun State, Ondo State, Edo State, Delta State, Rivers State, Imo State, Enugu State, all those states, if you just use your biro to divide Nigeria into two, all the state downward, we have rains. Minimum 9 months. I think when I was growing up, I think September used to be dry season. When we were small that time, September used to be dry season. Now September is rainy season. October in Nigeria is rainy season now. So rainy season. And then some part of November is still rainy season. November, maybe from the last week of November, that's when you begin to see dry season in Nigeria. Are you seeing it? In southern Nigeria. So if you follow the region, the practice of people in northern Nigeria, you may be having mortalities. Like one of our farm in January, February, the animals used to sleep outside. We don't chase them in. They'll sleep outside because everywhere is just okay. It's a small farm. You just leave their door open. Don't chase them in and close the door. Everywhere is dry that time. Everywhere is hot that time. So they can sleep outside. But they cannot do that in April. Even in March. They can't do that. The rains have started. The cold is coming. So the region where you have your farm will affect your farm. If you have your farm in the dry region, swiftly do the things that the people in dry regions do. If you have your farm in the wet region, swiftly do the things that the people in the wet regions do. And when you bring any goats across the regions, learn how to attend to those goats. Learn how to influence your weather to be like the weather where that goat is coming from. If you bring in a Sahel, you bring in a Sokoto Red to southern Nigeria, you got to be having heat. Those animals are used to dry regions. Once you bring them to wet region, you gotta be giving them heat, giving them heat, giving them heat. Like you're in Nigeria now, and you're in Nigeria, you wear shirt and wear trouser, and you go to work. If you're in Canada and it is snowing, you can't wear shirt and wear trouser and go to work. You gotta be swift to adjust to how people behave, how people dress when it is snowing or when there is snow. The same thing with the goats. When they are in the north, they can be going anywhere they like as they like, and sleeping anywhere, sleeping in the field, and sleeping in a place where the place that has no cover. When you now bring them to southern Nigeria when there is snow, to southern Nigeria when there is snow for goat, that dew that is falling is a type of snow for goat. You got to dress them up in a way that will keep them warm. You got to put them in a shelter that will keep them warm. And if you just say, that time in the village, our goats used to sleep in veranda, our goats used to sleep in the streets, the first goats me I started goat farming with is my veranda that was his house. He stayed in that veranda and they became 8. He born, he became born, they born. They were now 8. They were sleeping in veranda. So they were sleeping in veranda. But the same me is telling you now that you got to cover up your pain. That veranda is in town, it's in my house, and the goat was going to the streets. Was going to the street to go and eat human leftovers. Somebody who came to complain to me that time that the goat ate his fish, dry fish, catfish that they dry, and they dry it. The woman is selling catfish. He said goat can't eat in catfish. A goat will eat catfish, he's not going to have a lot of nutrition in his body. Unlike the one you put inside your farm. Since the goat came to your farm, it's about 3 years now. All he's eating is elephant grass or brachiaria grass, just grass. And so the weather will affect your goats. You got to put them in a place that will help them. Build a comfortable, warm shelter for the goats. This is animal paradise. Yes. This is animal paradise. Put your goats in a place that is warm for them. A place that is warm for them. And then over the years, we've come to also understand that you must use medication for your goats. Medication. You must use medication. Some people says that they don't like medication. They want to use organic. Organic is a remedy. It's not a medication. Organic is a remedy, it's not a medication. It's to boost the immune system of the animal to ensure that the immune system is able to fight any external parasites. It's not a medicine. Organic is not a medicine. You must learn to use. If you are sick, don't you take drugs? I know some people's religion don't allow them to take drugs. But if you're sick and your children are sick, human beings are sick, you give them drugs. Human beings is just a higher animal. And so when every other animals are sick, you should give them drugs too. Give them medication. And when you're watching a Discovery Channel, and you see Oyibo will go inside the river and go and catch one fish and give him injection. And catch dolphin and give dolphin injection. And they'll go and catch shark. One big shark inside the river. They'll give him injection. They'll still release it to go inside the river again. They'll treat it and administer drugs to it. When your animals are having issues, detect them on time and administer drugs. And the drugs, you got to also learn how to use the drugs. There's a lot of things to learn when using drugs in Nigeria. There are fake drugs, and there are fake drugs, and there are original drugs. There are fake Nigerian drugs made in Nigeria, either by Nigerian company or Chinese company. There are original drugs made in Nigeria, either by Nigerian company or Chinese company. There are original foreign drugs, and some people will tell you to get foreign drugs. There are fake foreign drugs, and there are fake foreign drugs. Now, what the people who do fake, what they do, if they want to make fake drug, they don't make the drug and write their name. They will get the carton of the original drug and use their computer to design exactly the same thing and somehow make the bottles. So when you hold the fake and the real, they are the same. They look, the design on the carton is the same. The bottle also is the same. But the content inside is not the same. The content inside, that's where the fake comes in. The content inside are not the same. So some of the drugs, we have a way of testing the content inside to ensure it's original. But most of the times what we do, the supplier will determine that it's coming from the original company. The original company. And then some of the suppliers, they have some of the companies, they have suppliers that are supplying regions like South, West region, East region. They can group 3 states together and make a supplier to be supplying 3 states and 4 states. Some of those suppliers, they are the ones also that supplies the fake. They will get 10 cartons from the original company. To their state, they will supply 20 cartons. Someone that is inside into mechanical engineering, repairing motor, we don't have business doing fake antibiotics for goats. And someone that is a carpenter, nailing roof, we don't have business making antibiotics for goats. It is those people inside. The people inside, they are the ones that are inside. So sometimes even the shops that are selling those things, they may not know. One supplier can come, is their supplier. They will supply them 3 cartons of the original and supply them 5 cartons of the fake, because the fake money comes to his pocket. The fake money comes to his own pocket. But just for him to still be in the stream of the system, he will still be collecting from the company smaller quantity, and be mixing up with his fake products and be distributing to regions and to states. In southern Nigeria, that's what happens. In northern Nigeria, you see people make their own drugs. Some of them make their drug and write their name on it. They just write one name on the drug and just be selling it. It's not up to standard, but they're just selling it. Unsuspected users will be buying it and be using. You just go to a store, you say, hello, can I get Tylosin there? They'll just give you one Tylosin made by Talo that. You just buy. You go and use. The Tylosin may not be up to standard. And the maker, if you have one strange name like it's Talomisco, you just use it, Talomisco, under the right Tylosin 20%, you just use. And those ones on their own is good. They just write their name, so you know that this one I buy is not the high quality producer. But in southern Nigeria, you see the fake having the name of the high quality producers. So you even go to a shop and say, give me Tylosin by so and so. The same Tylosin by so and so is fake. The companies are not aware. But how did it get to that store? That's why we are suspecting the distributors. How did it get to this store? Because it's a distributor that is distributing and supplying this store. How did the fake one get in there? It's the person bringing for them that is bringing for them. That's where the thing is. And those who are in charge of regulating of those stuff, if they can, let them regulate it. What we do is when we buy the drug, we have a test. Most of those tests happen to us mistakenly, and we now learn that this is how it is. And it happened to us. When you get the drugs, there are ways you take them and touch them. And but maybe as you are feeling Tylosin every time, sometimes the thing will spill in your hand. You will not know how Tylosin reacts on your hand. You will know how original sulfodimedine reacts on your hand. You will know. Then as you begin to buy, you will not buy another one, the same name, the same product. You enter your hand, it didn't react the way that one reacted. You will not suspect something. Then you now say, okay, you now use it for the animal. If you use original Tylosin for your animal that is coughing, 3 days after the goat will not cough again. If you give it appropriate dose, first day, second day, the third day, you will just say, okay, let me just give it for giving sake. It will not cough again. Original for 2 days. The third day it won't cough. You will just give it just to make it 3 days, just in case. The same thing with sulfodimedine. If you use the original sulfodimedine for your goat, if it is the one that is 63333 or 3333, The one that you use 3 meal for 5 days. There is a one you use 6 meal the first day. You use 3 meal. At the expiration of 5 days, if it is 10 goats you have treated, 8 diarrhea will stop. The remaining 2, by the 7th day, their diarrhea will stop. But to get original drugs is difficult. But at the end, you must still use medications for your goats. Find out a shop in your area or a link that has original antibiotics and buy from there. It may be a little bit more expensive in price, but your animals will survive. Your animals will survive. There is an animal one woman is attending to now. We have used a Tylosin. She have used oxytetracycline. She have used a Diastop. The diarrhea not stop. The diarrhea not stop. I was forced to tell her to video the drugs you bought for me. Let me see. Because if you use those things, the diarrhea is supposed to stop. It didn't stop. How can it stop if we are using Tylosin, sulfodimedine? The carton is sulfodimedine. The bottle and the label on the bottle is sulfodimedine, but the quantity inside is not sulfodimedine. How will we get the result of the sulfodimedine? The same thing with oxytetracycline. The carton, they write Oxitec by a renowned name, a renowned maker. The bottle, they put the sticker on the bottle, but the content inside is not Oxitec. It's just a mixture of some chemicals together. Just like we users, we say that, okay, if the thing fall on our hand, we know how to test the bottle, to test the liquid to know how it reacts on our hand. Do you know that there are people in the system who knows the chemicals that are joined together to make Tylosin, the chemicals that are joined together to make oxytetracycline? They know. And so those ones can get bottles and make and give us things we are using that we are not getting results. But you must still use drugs for your goats. Dewormers, get dewormers, use dewormers for your goats. Use multivitamin for your goats, multivitamin. And then over the years we come to understand multivitamin, most times it is used intramuscular. You put it inside their muzzle, then you choke it inside their muzzle and empty it. But sometimes you can put it sub-containers. You can give multivitamin sub-containers the way you give ivermectin. Yes, you can put it under inside the skin. It produces results faster. It reaches them faster like that if you use the sub-containers. If you have been using intramuscular, when you have a sick animal, use sub-containers. Sub-containers produce results better if you have original one. And then discover where to get original in your state, so you don't end up buying drugs and losing animals. You treat the drug, you're not getting results. You treat the drug, you're not getting results. And then we must also learn what we have learned over the years is that some drugs are not administered based on the instruction on the bottle. Many drugs are not administered based on the instruction on the bottle. Many. But it's a practical thing. It's something we the experienced people use. And like ivermectin now, you can only give 1 meal to a baby goat. You should not give 1 meal to an adult goat. If you give 1 meal, it will not work. And there are times, based on experience, you got to give dewormers to your goats today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, 3 days in a stretch. You wait for 1 week, you repeat it 3 days in a stretch. That is a practical experience. It is not on theory. On theory may tell you, give it today, wait 1 week after. Give it today, wait 2 months after. You can wait 2 months after. The worms will not wait 2 months after. And they will not wait 2 months after. And sometimes giving dewormers once in a week may not produce results. Some of the dewormers may be underdosed, some of them may be fake, and then some of them may not be administered properly. Are you seeing it? But based on experience, you can do 1, 2, 3 days. You will wait for 1 week and repeat 1, 2, 3 days, and then you can wait for 1 month, 2 months, and then there are dewormers that are combined, and there are combined. Some Worms may be susceptible to ivermectin, but some may not be susceptible to ivermectin. So you got to find another dewormer that they are susceptible to and combine. Most times you combine one injection and one oral. That's what we do in our place. If I want to deworm goats, I don't deworm with ivermectin. I must get ivermectin injection and get levamisole oral, not levamisole injection. When I use levamisole injection, injectable levamisole, the animals used to die. It's my personal experience. I've noticed like 2 or 3 times that I use levamisole injection, and later the animal will die. And so I use ivermectin injection and levamisole oral. I don't buy ivermectin and levamisole oral injection. The one in my farm, I threw it away because I lost the 3 times I've used it for animals. I lost those animals, so I suspected that levamisole injection was not good. So I no longer use it. I combine levamisole and ivermectin, and then ivermectin have different producers. If you are using ivermectin, I may not mention name for in my video. If I'm using ivermectin that is the 50% and 50 mil, there is one small ivermectin that is 50 mil, which we consider as the most original. And we consider as the most original, but I may not be able to mention the name of that company. But it's 50 mil. It always comes in 50 mil. The carton is white and brown. And those people who know that, we understand. The carton is white and brown. I may not be able to mention name. If you are using that one, big animal, you can use 2 mil, big animal. But if you are using another ivermectin, there's another ivermectin in our market that sometimes the carton comes in black, and they sometimes they add extra. They'll give you the 100 mil and also add a 10 mil inside. They have 2 types. They have the black carton, they have the other carton. If you are using that one, you can use, instead of using where you use 2 mil on the one we consider as original, you use 3 mil on that one and to deworm your animal. But if you read the instruction of the carton, they may tell you 1 mil for 50 kg body weight, and that may be the instruction on the carton. And I'm thinking that people may change their production concentrates, the ingredient they are using to produce. They may not change the instruction on the bottle of the carton and the bottle of the carton. Like even the beverages we drink, all those malt drink. Yes, malt drink. There's a time they changed the company. A Chinese company now, Chinese people now bought the company. The taste of the malt now change. It's the same name, the same name on the street, but the taste change. The same thing with our common beverage that we drink, the one that starts with CO. the CO that we drink that is on a breakable bottle with red label. It's the taste change over time, but the bottle is the same. Peradventure they added a new ingredient, or they came out with a new formula, and the taste change, but the bottle is still the same. So sometimes in all these drugs too, the producer, maybe because of economy, may adjust the concentrate of their production, but the dosage, the administration that write on their carton, they will not change it, but the content is changed. And so sometimes over the years, you must be observing as you are attending to your animals, observing. If you give a drug to your animal, did it work? You should know. If you give a drug to your animal, if it did not work, you will know. Are you seeing it? You should know. Take for instance Tylosin. If you administer Tylosin and oxytetracycline to your animal, as you choke the injection inside their leg, when the content touch them, there is a reaction they will give you. There's a reaction, Tylosin and Oxytec, if it's original. As the content of the syringe touch their flesh, there's a reaction you will get. The same thing with ivermectin original. When you put an ivermectin original inside the skin of your goat, that goat must be crazy for some minutes. Original ivermectin, he will jump and be turning his head one kind. Sometimes he will lie down on the floor as if it has faint. Because original ivermectin, if you put it in syringe, draw it out and sprinkle it on your skin, this back of your skin like this, back of your hand like this, sprinkle it on it. You will see how burning, it will be burning your skin to be hot. By touching your skin to be hot. Now imagine it touching inside the flesh of an animal. So when you use an original ivermectin, that reaction will tell you that this ivermectin is original and it entered the right place. Yeah, because sometimes it may be original and it's going to enter inside you. Well, by the time you're trying to get inside the skin, you now mistakenly choke it in the muzzle. You didn't know, maybe because the animal is shaking, and you may not get reaction. You may bear it, but if it enter inside the skin, the original one enters the original place. The animal will be acting crazy. It will be jumping and crying and jumping and bending his head one kind and doing as if he's crazy. Some of them will just fall down and lie down and be dead, as if they are dead. Till you go and carry them, then they will not run. All these are as a result of experience. Experience. If you give original multivitamin to your animal today, 3 days after, you will see it on the skin. The arrangement of the skin, the calmness, the coolness, the way it will arrange. You will know the multivitamin you gave it work. After 3 days, you didn't see a reaction on the skin. You have to either change your multivitamin or you repeat the treatment. You repeat it. All these are practical experience that an apprentice farmer may not know. They may not know. Even many vet doctors will not even know. But you, the farmer that have been doing and you have been observing all these things, you will now have that kind of practical knowledge that is different from the theory. Practical knowledge. You now begin to observe and notice that every time I give these antibiotics to my goats, this is what I get. If I treat my goats that is coughing 2 days with Tylosin, the third day is not going to be coughing. So if I treat with Tylosin and it's coughing the third day, it's going to drag my attention that either what is happening, that drug I use is not working. I will know. So by that third day, maybe the goats have just been coughing for 4 days. So I can quickly go and buy another one that will work and use. Then I will get results. Being an experienced goat farmer, then an apprentice goat farmer will give for 2 days. It's not working. Maybe the third day, it wasn't even available at the farm. He went somewhere. The fourth day, or maybe he traveled back. Then 1 week after, he will now call back again and say, hello, Oga Mentor. I gave a Tylosin 2 days, 2 times. The goat is still coughing. After 1 week, the goat is still coughing. Before you can now say, okay, go and buy original one. The cough has gone far. Why the experienced goat farmer administer the drug and is observing for the reaction. Every drug must produce a reaction. It must produce a reaction. As you administer it, it will produce. Maximum 3 days. First day, second day, third day of administration, you should see a reaction. Once you see a reaction, there are sometimes we will say, even the maker will tell you administer 2 to 5 days. 2 days, you can administer 2 days, you can administer 3 days, you can administer 4 days, you can administer 5 days. So they expect you to observe the reaction, either to stop or to continue. So the goat farmer must learn to observe. If you are observing your animals, your mortality rate will be low. Starting from as you open your pen, as they are coming out. If you are used to opening your pen for them to come out every day for like 90 days, you should be able to observe the behavior of every goat when they come out. If this one come out, there are some that will come and they will jump happily, jump and turn their 2 legs upside down, sideways, and jump and they will run. There are some that from the beginning they don't jump, they'll just come like a gentleman and climb out and go and be walking gradually. The Sahelians are always doing that. They'll just be walking like king, walking gradually. You will observe. There are sometimes you open your pen. Before you open the pen, like my goats now, they know the time to open their pen. From morning till 10 o'clock, they will not disturb. But once it is 10 o'clock, they don't have work clock inside that place, but they know it's 10 o'clock. You will see all of them will come close to the door. At that door, before you know it, different noise. If they wait, different noise, you don't open the door, then the Kalahari will come and head the door. It will head the door. You'll be hearing boom. boom, boom on the door, then you will know it's 10 o'clock, or maybe we're busy doing other things, making feed or grinding something. It's 10 o'clock. Those goats, go and check time. You will check time, it's after 10. The goat knows, and we have also observed them. You open the door, they will come out. So as they are coming out, you will be looking and watching. The one that is always very, very active, there's some of them that will that will run, and there's the one that run fast is my farm, is in number 3. And then every goat has their rank. If you have 100 goats, there is the goat that is number 1, there is the goat that is number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 90, number 10, the number 100. Every of them have their rank. Now, when number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are eating from one place, they will not fight, they will not hurt anybody. But the moment you see a goat of a lower rank comes there to eat, you will see one of the goats that have been eating and is eating peacefully with others. He will hurt that one. Anyone that is close to him, he will hurt it. That one will run and go to another place. Another one in that place that is eating peacefully with others, he will see hurt him again until he goes to his position. They have their rank. But 5, 6 of the same rank will be eating the same place. They will not fight. Only when the lower rank comes. And if that one also goes to another rank, they will still beat him. That is 1. And 2, when the goat is sick, other goats also will be beating it. So if you see that they are not eating, they are just around on their own, the goat come close to them, they chase him away, come close to them, they chase him away, you know that goat is having issue. Go and carry him and attend to him. He's having issue. You can touch the body to check for his temperature. And most times the temperature will be high, like when your child is having malaria. If he's having malaria fever, I think it's fever now, you touch the body, you see the body will be hot. Goat's body used to be hot like that too. So once you carry them, you will touch the body, you will definitely see that the temperature of that one that they are chasing is hot. And then you can also look at the eyes. You raise the eyelid like this and look inside, and you check, and then you will know what to give it, or you will call your vet doctor. If they are isolating it like that, you check there's no symptoms. Majorly, it's Oxitec that you always give. If you see the temperature is high like that, give his Oxitec. If the Oxitec is an original one, 2 days, 3 days, the animal will be okay. And then when they are eating, observe your goats. The one that is always eating voraciously, the day is not eating voraciously, something is wrong. So you should be able to know your goats by observation. The ones that runs, if you open our pen now, the number 3, there's a goat that is number 3, is the one that runs faster than everybody. He runs faster than all of them. He's small, but he's the third leader there. He's small. He's a Nigerian dwarf. He has beers. He's run faster than everybody. All the other goats, they always be coming behind him. Even though they come out first before him, he will run past them and go. You will observe. The day that one is not running like that, we know there is a problem. And the Sahelians, they come out majestically. Some of them, the younger ones, they used to run too. They run with the Nigerian dwarf, they run too. But there are many others that does not run. There are some of them, once you open the pen, even though it's 10 o'clock, they will not come out. Those ones are forming Godfather. They used to form Godfather. There are about 3 of them. They will stay inside the pen. Where they lie down, that's where they will just lie down and wait for all the other crazy animals to run and drag for the door and just run and fight themselves on the door, want to come out. After those ones have come out and gone and don't do all their thing, these godfathers or godmothers, they are females. The 3 of them, one will first stand up and walk small and stand by the door and be looking. Another one will stand up. The 3 of them will also go out together. After some time, they will still eat and come back. At the beginning, we thought they were sick. Later, we now knew that that's their way. It happens as a result of observation. And so, when we have, let us say, 0 mortality in goat farming, it's not because goats don't die. It's because we observe them. Early detection is the secret to survival. Early detection. When you detect their sickness on time, you will quickly act. There is a goat. If my worker, there's one particular worker I have, if that one goes to open the door This particular goat will follow him like a pet. And we follow him like a pet because Naim spoiled the goat. There was a time the goat was having cold, and I told him to carry that goat and put near fire. So he now started carrying that goat and put near the fire he's using to cook. That's how he and the goat just bond. He will put that goat anytime he goes to open the pen. He will carry that goat in his hand and go and put near the fire where there is cooking near his room. He will put the goat there. The goat will be there. Maybe he's eating, he's giving the goat. He's eating, he's giving the goat. So all goats will be inside the goat section. This particular goat will be on this side. He was sick for 3 days. After 3 days, the guy continued carrying him till and I say he's well now. Leave him that way. Let's not let him be coming down this way. What is God doing in the side that human being are saying? Let him stay there. So when that guy goes there, open the door, the goat will follow him down to their gate and stay there and be looking at him because that's his character. We observe it. He bond with the guy. If any other worker goes and open the goat pen, he not they follow them, and you will just go to do your own thing. But once he sees that guy, either the guy brings water or brings anything, we run and go and meet him. He will run and go and meet him. That is why we may say that in 6 months, no goat died. In 6 months, no goat died. In this year now, this is October 2nd. We've lost 1 goat from January down to now. 1 goat because observing early detection. Once you are able to detect their sickness early, you administer the appropriate drug. If the drug produces results, in 2 days you will see. If it doesn't produce results, you will see. You will see that it not work. Then you will quickly change, or you will combine. And there are some antibiotics you will combine to boost the ones you gave, and then you will get results. But all these are possible because 1, I'm experienced, I'm old in the system, I stayed long. 2, I'm available and I'm on ground. 3, let me not say because I teach my workers how to observe that, because I do it myself also. And those workers can disappoint you. But I observe also. As they are coming out from their pen, I'm on camera, I'm watching them as they are running, I'm seeing them. And then as a farmer, whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad, cover everywhere you want to see with camera. Inside the pen, there is a camera facing the door. Cover everywhere you want to see with camera. And don't rely on the information given you by your workers. There are some workers that know how to handle Oga. They know how to handle Oga. And so when anything go wrong in the farm, now they go come and go explain that to Oga. And they will come and really explain it to you, and you will not say okay. Instead of you to be angry, you will not be angry. You will not say okay. And then he will not tell you that we will find out what happened. Then you will not say okay. Find out and let me know. Meanwhile, everything you have told is a lie. It's a big lie. But you will buy the lie. He will sell the lie to you. You will buy. You will think that he's doing well. He know how to do this. He's just a man that knows how to deceive. So don't rely on your workers like that. Rely on them to interpret your instructions. But follow up on camera. Buy Android phone for them. Android phone. Let them use the phone to video some things and give you. Let them call them on video call sometimes. Let them show you some things. And then also, if you have even though one worker, create more than one worker, create a WhatsApp group. On your WhatsApp, anything that happened in the farm, they should always put the report on the group. Put the report on the group so that every worker will see the reports. Not that you will be receiving reports from a telephone call. Only one person talks to you on the telephone call, and by the time you put the WhatsApp and the information or what happened, what one particular person did, and put it on WhatsApp, somebody will counteract it. Some of the workers will say, not be so. Maybe the part of that report is affecting, is going to indict him. He will now explain another part of the whole story that you now see that the first person was actually trying to cover up his own errors. And so you create a WhatsApp group, put everybody on that group. let them be giving a report on the group. If they spray the animal, so let them video it and put on the group. If they give the animals some multivitamin, as I went there to give, let them video it and put on the group. If they spray them, they video. If they give a dewormer, they should video and put on the group. If they vaccinate, maybe you are not in Nigeria, they vaccinate them. Anything that is done should be sent to the group, not to you. And on that group, there is check and balance. You will see it. Other people will see it. They will criticize it. They will scrutinize it. They will check and balance that information you are receiving. So even though you are not around, somehow you will still be having a proper, a kind of a 90% accurate monitoring on it. Sometimes tell them, oh, you carry phone, go and video the perimeter fence everywhere. Video it around. Let me see outside how it is, how bushy it is. They will video it and send. They will delegate people to clear. After they clear, who clear will video and send to you. Who did not clear will go and video also and send to you. And so that who clear may video where he clear, and there's some other place he did not clear, and he will send to you that, okay, I don't clear. The another person that goes there to video is will now see that he will now show you another part that the other guy didn't video. So all those close monitoring will help to give a kind of a higher percentage or a higher success rate in all the things we do in goat farming. This is animal paradise. Get proper antibiotics, original antibiotics for your goats. Pay your workers well. Ensure that your workers eat well and pay them well. Even though you are paying them, you can still be giving them some kind of benefits. You are the God of your farm. Sometimes bless your workers and bless them. They don't have to know. October 1st, Independence Day, okay, I sent 20,000. All of you share for 5,000. Share for 5,000. And then your worker comes one day and says, okay, you just paid them yesterday, and they say that, okay, I bet tomorrow I want to go see my family. You want to go see your family? Okay. Send me your account. Take this 10,000, buy bread for your children. You've paid him his salary, but you still giving him extra 10,000 to buy bread for his children and buy biscuits for them. Tell them, say, I greet them. You are the king, you are the boss, you are the God of your farm. Our God blesses us sometimes with what we don't even ask for. He blesses us. So you play that also in your farm. As you're taking care of the animals, also take care of the workers. Not because you expect the workers to be good people, but because you are demonstrating your own goodness. And that goodness you are demonstrating, the God who says we should do good, will bless you. And will bless you back. He will bless you back. There are many areas you see God in your farm. You see God intervening because you are a good person. God will be intervening in your farm because you are a good person. And one time in my farm, when we were setting fire with those small wood, we used to join those small wood together. The fire catch and burn in the night. And then, I don't know if the goats were fighting or whatsoever they did. They kicked one of the firewood. And the firewood went to go and stay on the wood we use in standing the pen, the one at the center. He stayed there. He catch that wood and the wood burned. It catch fire. The burning was on the circle. It just show a circle where the wood join it. So the wood actually ignites, but it didn't burn beyond there. It didn't burn beyond there. That was God helping us. And some people have had less than that experience, and the whole pen burned down. And some people pen burned down. They don't even know what happened. But this one, you see the wood ignites there. And then it just showed the blackness there. We know that place actually, the fire entered there and it became black. You guys have closed? You said?
Mommy's calling me.
It's calling me? Okay, I'm going to answer. I'm making video. So, God showed himself there. He showed himself there. And then, I see God there. The first time kidnappers actually came to look for me in my farm, I was inside my farm. I drove into the farm. Me and the guys that were fixing the chain link, we were inside that farm. I parked my vehicle. Very unusual for me that day. As we were walking, I didn't walk. They were the one fixing the chain link first. I was just walking with them, talking. I said today, I know we'll go village in the evening. You, my worker, carry bicycle, carry biro, write everything where we need. the food I want to eat that evening, and I told him buy this, buy Santana, buy meat, buy egusi soup. I told him my own. The guys facing chain link, they told him so. He now carry bicycle and drove and passed the same kidnappers at the junction, because our farm is on the road. Then you now pass one bush path to where the house is. So if you are passing that road, you will not see the houses, the pen and the houses. Just the grass covers us inside there. They were at that junction looking for somebody to show them where to pass to that man wey get goat. If you enter that road, you pass and look. It's grasses you'll be seeing, except you go inside for like 500 feet. That's where we see our house there. Maybe they went inside, they didn't see, they saw bush, they turned back. They were at that junction. My boy came and passed them and went to buy something. He came and passed them, bring the things that we came to buy, and they went to buy. We ate. They were at that junction. People coming from farm, they were collecting their phone and collecting their money. Then another vehicle that got sank was firing the vehicle to move it. I was hearing boom, 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 boom. The man was firing the vehicle. Me, I was hearing in our farm there, but we're hearing. Those people went to meet them there. They robbed the woman, robbed the man, robbed all the women that went to carry cassava from farm, collected their food, collected their money. They were now asking them that where is the place to pass to that. Blee, you're breaking bottle. Where is the place to pass to meet that man that has goat farm? Those ones say they don't know. They were at that junction, they left. The next morning, somebody now came to tell me, because all the people they met in the bush have gone to the village to tell them what was happening in the village. That man now came early morning and said, those kidnappers, they are looking for you. Everybody, they are asking everybody, where are you? And I say, is that so? He said, is that so? Yeah. That's how I carried my trousers, I carried my bag, and I entered my vehicle. I ran away from my own farm. I ran away from my own farm. If you see, there's a video I made that I had some security men that follows me down there, where I show my donkey. I think donkey was there. The security men were riding on that donkey, and that video was made that season I'm talking about now. And that was the first time in that season. 3 times they went to that farm, 2:00 in the night, when they now finally know where the farm is. 2 other times they came, 2:00 in the night, knock at the door, ask my boys, where is your oga? They'll say oh, our oga not there. And the 3rd time they say, we see you now oga for village this evening. Where? Then I told them that our oga not they sleep for here again. You know, they sleep for here again. And so that's one of the insecurity problem we have in Nigeria. Are you seeing it? So, but God stepped in. God helped. So God is always there to help us in the things we do. So when you're doing good to your workers, it's the same God that will reward you. Because most times you can do good to your workers, and then your workers will misbehave. Okay, you're going to sweep that bottle. Oh. Get broom. Where did you throw it? Where did you throw it? I bet sweep it, pack it, and go and throw it inside that gutter so that those children will not match it. So treat them well. October 1st, give them independent something. Christmas, give them Christmas bonanza. On Sunday, there's one of my work at that time. He's no longer working for me now. He will just call me and say, oh God, the go door chop around 4:00 in the evening. He said, the go door chop, I want to go village, go do Sunday. I said, okay, when you reach village, send me POS number. I'll just give him money to do Sunday. That is not part of his salary. I'll just give him to do Sunday. Are you seeing it? So this is Animal Paradise. My video is 1 hour 38 minutes. I'm going to shut it down now. I'll make another video. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share our videos on other WhatsApp group that you are in. Let them learn about goat farming, and let them also subscribe on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.